Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Dukey and Fred, and what's going to be demonstrating for us today on video is Dukey's ability to understand and respond to his formal obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Both your kids are going to come home with their very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, Dukey is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we would like to demonstrate for you this morning is the heel. The command is Dukey heel, and at this point, he's expected to walk nicely at your left. And each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And this is what makes a pleasurable dog walking experience. If you have a dog that's walking next to you, that's not dragging you down the street, and when you stop to talk to a neighbor or stop to cross traffic, he's sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word firm command to stay. Now, because you have dogs that are mature, we would recommend that you start out with a 1-minute long sit stay and work up to 3 minutes. All of their primary caretakers should be involved in the training. When Fred returns back to him, he walks all the way around him and back to meet his leash. That is another distraction. We're teaching focus, we're teaching self-control, and they take off heeling again. So both of the dogs, I think more especially Dukey, can be a little bit hard-headed because they've gotten to be adults. They've never really been taught to respond to commands, at least not English commands. So, you know, sometimes they're like, why do we have to do this? But we can make it happy and pleasurable by praising them and making them enjoy working for you and understanding their commands. Now this time, instead of returning back to him, Fred's going to do the come on command. Now he was coming and then he just sat. What he's supposed to do is come in front of you and sit. So Fred got him to come all the way in and sit in front of him, and that's the recall or the come on command. He requires a lot of coaxing, and you're better off with coaxing and praise than correction, because he just likes to be everything to be happy and for you to be pleased with him. Come on, Dukey, you can do it, bud. Fred's going to leave him in another sit stay, and we're going to demonstrate that come on command again. There he goes, all the way in and sits, and then he goes back to heeling. We're going to have packets of written information for you, the schedules that they've been on here at school. We try to offer all the after graduation support that we possibly can to help you to keep this going at home. Now the next exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. The down stay, you can practice safely from 2 minutes, working all the way up to 5 minutes, and you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. And again, everybody who takes care of the dogs should be involved with their training. This is all new to these kids, and everybody needs to be on the same page. When Fred returns back to Dukey, he will walk all the way around him exactly as he did on the sit stay, back to heel position. And we have one more command that we're going to go over with you with Dukey, and that's your down from a distance. Fred leaves him in a sit stay. He's going to turn to face him. He's going to use his right hand to give the down command. And he lays down from a distance. And with all of these commands, you're going to lengthen out your time, you're going to lengthen out your distance, because all of these commands are there for a reason, and they're to be used in your everyday living situation. Your trainer that's coming tomorrow will be helping you to understand how to use them in your everyday living situations. We're going to be back with Ralph in a minute to show you his version of obedience commands. And we've enjoyed having them. They've been great guests. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.